or every time I hear or see something about you is you disrespecting me on some type of level. And at this point, I'm like, do we need to throw hands? Like, what are we doing? Because...
What is up, world? Welcome back, Charge the Game podcast. I'll be your host, Chuck. And what is the beef between Shaquille O'Neal and Dwight Howard? Let's get into this, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, thumbs up, like the video. Let's go. All right, guys. So we know that Shaquille O'Neal has a thing for picking on a lot of the bigs, right? And off the rip, guys, I'm going to tell you that I'm going to take the Dwight Howard side on this because Shaquille O'Neal has been doing things to me ever since he's retired. He's been rubbing me the wrong way. One, he's overly cocky about the 4 rings that he's won. Obviously, he's a superstar. He was a superstar in his prime, won 4 championships, and he is forever the Diesel. Not going to discredit or take that from Shaquille O'Neal. What I don't like is how Shaquille O'Neal holds in resentment to the new generational players or the players that are new bigs, starting with Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee, what's the other guy named? Joker, and Rudy Gobert. Like, I know for a fact that every time I've seen Shaquille O'Neal call those guys out, it's always like over the board. And then when they have a good game, he's always like, yeah, you could thank me for the motivation. No, dude, you put these current players down. Now, do I think that this generation is soft and weak as fuck? Yes, I do. But I also think that Shaquille O'Neal is a jealous-hearted person. And I'm starting to see why him and Kobe Bryant just did not work, because this guy is super full of himself. I mean, Shaq is just straight up a hater. I mean, I'll never forget the moment where he looked in the camera and told Donovan Mitchell that he didn't think that he was an all-star or a great player. And I'm just like, bro, what kind of game, what kind of wisdom is that to pass down to a player of Donovan Mitchell's caliber? And we see that this guy he turned out to be a fantastic basketball player. But let's get into this beef and spew that has been going on with Shaquille O'Neal and Dwight Howard. And I just feel like Dwight Howard has gotten fed up and decided to finally speak out.
The thing that I hated the most is the fact that he always thought I was trying to be him or be like him. But again, if I wanted to be you or be like you, shouldn't you take that as a compliment and to show how great you are as a player and a person?
No, Shaquille O'Neal has always been jealous of bigs. I mean, I've never seen that. I'm on the Dwight Howard side, man. I never seen a guy that was envious of people wanting to look up to him and be like him. It never made sense to me. And why hate on the guys that you paved the way for when you're supposed to be giving them the recipe and handing them the keys anyway? It just seems like Shaquille O'Neal is frustrated because he didn't finish the career the way he should have. And we've heard Kobe Bryant on the record say, hey, if Shaq fat ass stayed in shape, would have kept himself in shape, we would have won far more championships than we did. And I think that hunts Shaquille O'Neal, and he sees that the guys who literally are nowhere near his level, obviously, and they don't have the rings that he's earned, he sees them making this crazy money. And it's just like, this dude he just has a lot to say about it.
Shouldn't you take that as a compliment and to show how great you are as a player and a person?
Yeah.
I ain't never wanted to be Shaq in any level. Now, have I wanted to take certain things from him, his life, and implement for my life? Hell yeah, I do that with Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, LeBron James, all these people. Why? Because they have certain things that I'm like, hey, I could use that and make myself better.
Yeah.
I see how Magic Johnson smiled all the time. I'm going to smile.
Yes.
All he did was smile.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Time. Yeah.
So why wouldn't I smile?
Yeah.
Magic Johnson smiled and got him all this stuff, so let me smile. All right, Shaq, I just never, he's 7'3", 7'2", big old, that's him. Never disrespected him.
Yeah.
But he's always had something to say. And, you know, there's times where I gotten upset and I'm like, yo, Shaq, this got to stop, man.
Oh, so you actually talked to him about it?
I tried to. I literally, during Dancing with the Stars, somebody said that they're really close with Shaq, and they were working with me. And I said, hey, man, do you mind sending Shaq a message, you know, to try to figure out, like, yo, what's up?
Yeah.
Can we have a sit-down conversation? Because every conversation or every time I hear or see something about you is you disrespecting me on some type of level. And at this point, I'm like, do we need to throw hands? Like, what are we doing? Because I have not ever, like, for me, the only thing I would do with Shaq is mimic his voice. Do like that. But what else can I mimic him about? Like, Shaquille O'Neal is the most dominant center ever.
Yeah.
But again, he keep saying stuff about me. So it's like, hey, bro, do you really want to, like, do we need to go ahead and squabble?
They can say what they want to say about Dwight Howard, man, but that earned a lot of my respect from him. And I never had anything negative to say about Dwight Howard. I mean, I covered the scandals of him being obviously, on the low. If that's true or not, I will never know. I do know that he just recently got married to a woman. At the end of the day, man, Dwight Howard is a big goofy kid, just like Shaq was a big goofy man. And I think that Dwight Howard has shown a lot of character and resentment of taking the punches, letting, Shaquille O'Neal make him the butt end of the jokes. And we saw JaVale McGee get mad about the same thing because he's just like, yo, man, enough is enough. And Shaq is one of those people that feels like he's untouchable because of his status in the NBA, his career, his post-career, his money. You see him and Charles Barkley get into it all the time. He holds up his ring. Hey, I got four. What you got? He gets mad on air. He's sensitive. He's a sensitive big man, and I see why Kobe was trying to knock his ass out. I'm just gonna be honest. Now, Shaq is forever the Diesel, man, forever a Hall of Famer, man. But there are certain things, man, in my opinion, that Shaq just has to let go. There's bitterness towards these younger generational players. Bro, let it go. Yes, everybody post you after you retire is going to make more money. That's where the market is. The NBA is growing. The NFL is growing. People are going to make more money than you did. That is okay. You seem to be doing very well in your post career with your investments. You're on every commercial damn near. But I see a lot of what Kwame Brown was going through with Stephen A. Smith. You study making this man the butt end of your jokes, and eventually you're going to snap. I do not blame Dwight Howard. This man has a family. This man has kids. You don't want your kids coming home asking you why this guy is clowning you. Why do kids listen to Shaquille O'Neal and tease us at school about you? It gets to the point where it just makes you have to check shit because of your manhood. So I don't think that Dwight Howard wants to be violent, but he's just like, man, if you want to fight me or get it off your chest, then man, maybe that's what we should do. And Shaquille O'Neal has to realize, man, just because you're the Diesel doesn't mean that you're invincible. I mean, that size and everything could mean a lot, but it also could backfire because there are some people out here who are ruthless and relentless, and a lot of people don't want to play like that. So let's get into this exchange with Shaquille O'Neal and Dwight Howard via Twitter. And this is from Shaq. This is very immature to me, in my opinion. At Dwight Howard, the fact you think I care about you. Come on, Shaq. You got to spell out the word you now. Let's start over. The fact you think I care about you is funny, but I won't ever bring your name up again, sensitive big man. Actually, Shaq, you are sensitive yourself. A jokester that can't take a joke. Really, Shaq. Won't ever say your name again, ever again. Have a great day, and now you have been deleted. Have a great day. Why would you announce that? Like, what grade are we in, man? Come on, Shaq. Come on, bro. So that was Shaq's response to Dwight Howard. And since then, Dwight Howard has fired back. Dwight Howard responds, I know you care because your insecure ass been hating and talking shit for 20 years. You too big, too, as in T-O-O, Dwight Howard. You too big to be this insecure. I hope you don't bring my name up again, 52 years old, tweeting me and still hating. Now, all this time you was joking. You always been jealous. Jealous of Kobe, Penny, D Wade. You jealous of Charles too. Go move around, big lazy insecure ass. I still have that long 5-paragraph direct message you sent me a couple years ago telling me that I'm not that great to hate. And you still doing it. It's 2025. Go the hell up and move on. This was a proper response to me because at this point, Dwight Howard is just fed up. I mean, keep my name out of your mouth. What am I doing to you? Obviously, reports are saying that because of how Shaquille O'Neal is, tweeting and going at Dwight Howard, it is costing him opportunities, like from NBA TV and etc. And I happen to think that Dwight Howard has a great personality to be on TV. I seriously do. And this is a guy who has been being clowned not only when he's in the league, but out the league. You know, there are reports coming out by him, and people just always clown Dwight Howard, but he constantly keeps a smile on his face and tries to stay positive. So I really do think that Dwight Howard has been the most mature and bigger man out of these two. What do you guys think about the exchange between Shaquille O'Neal and Dwight Howard? Who do you think is in the wrong here, and who do you think is in the right? Let me know in the comment section, guys. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. I will see you in the next one. Peace. Yeah.